So in 2020, I was still traveling and being a little bit nomadic. Even though I was in Ontario, um, I was about to start working again and move out in my own apartment. And at the time, I was house sitting um, just up north, and that's when COVID hit. And all of my plans that I had to kind of move forward for myself sort of collapsed, and I had to move back into my parents' house. And that was difficult for all of us because we're all still processing a lot of grief and the traumatic event that happened for us. So just kind of having to be together and process our grief together was really hard because I don't think all of us wanted to be completely open together. It was definitely a very touchy subject, and not something that we could have always just be super open about. It just was really hard for us. So yeah, being sort of like the stress of the pandemic and also the loss of my brother was a cumulative um, event for all of us. So it was definitely very difficult. And I think the process of that is just we needed time. And that being said, also time for me, like I needed time away from my parents too to process things on my own and come back. So since then, I've traveled more. I lived with my aunts in Atlanta, and where I could process a lot on my own and sort of live my life and come back and be with my parents. So just having that time, I could come back to my parents and we're closer than I've ever been in my life. And we're just like, every time I see my parents, I cry because I'm so grateful for them, and I'm grateful for our relationship together. They're really just, they just want to love me. And like I can just see that after many hard conversations of just share. I think the important thing is just sharing how I feel our relationship has impacted me. Just yeah, sharing my thoughts about them and just having difficult conversations is important, and to just take a step back and process that and then come back to kind of build family relationships. That's kind of how I've been doing it, and it's definitely a process.